Hope you lads are having a beautiful weekend and are enjoying my daily uploads. Been spamming videos lately, really enjoying doing these VODs. Today we're going to be breaking down a timeless classic, and that is DOPA'S Twisted Fate. Pretty much what this entire channel was founded upon, doing these reviews, learning the perfect macro, how to play just like Dopa. And today we got some really nice games. I got two Twisted Fates games backed up, one of them against no other than the world champion SHOWMAKER. There's a lot to learn in this VOD. Sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy it. The first matchup we're looking at is Twisted Fate into Viego. You can see Dopa already from level 1. He wants to harass the Viego out, use the range advantage. You start your stacked deck. A lot of Twisted Fates play very passive early game, even into these shorter range matchups, but they're playing the matchup wrong. You need to be in their face, using that E, that attack speed, and the empowered 4th auto to do as much damage as possible, setting yourself up for level 2 and level 3 all in, or at least a jungle setup if you have the good wave. If you have a wave state that's in your advantage, the Lee Sin should be able to come through. You gold card the Viego and it's a free kill, right? You can see Dopa already starting out with a little bit of a freeze. Viego needs to try and hard shove this and crash it. Otherwise, he's going to have a bad time. When it comes to wave manipulation, wave management, Dopa is one of the best, if not the best, in Challenger, even in Korea, okay? When it comes down to mechanics, Dopa is definitely not the best. There's so many more mechanical mids in Korea, in China, that outplay Dopa all the time. But when it comes to actual game knowledge, wave manipulation, and macro, that's where he excels, and that's how he's able to climb so well. And that's why he plays probably his small champion pool, such as Twisted Fate, such as Orianna, that definitely work with his strengths. So you can see the wave here. It's looking pretty good for Dopa, but it's going to hard crash eventually. So he's building the wave up. There's no, okay, you're already throwing Qs out. It's very obvious what's going to happen. The wave is going to hard shove into Viego. And then that is where you need to make your decision. So he's already going for the hard shove. You can see minion demons will be unlocked now. And it's always minion demons on the backline creeps, remember? We're looking for those one shots for the Q at level 9 and also the 2 Qs level 5 to hard shove the waves. He gets this huge wave in, and now is the time. You need to make a decision within 2 to 3 seconds. Am I basing right now for a cheater recall? Am I going in deep in for some vision? He's already used his trinket. He used it at level 1 somewhere, so it's not available. Or am I going for a roam? Now he opts to stay. I definitely think that staying here probably wasn't the best option. If he instantly got a recall, he could have got a cheater recall in time, but you can see he kind of hovered down bot side for a roam. The roam wasn't available. It looked to be available, but it wasn't, and now he'll go for the recall on the next base. Probably corrupting. You probably look for the Dark Seal. His back gets stopped, okay, and this flashes in, and as I was talking about, that gold card, click, point and click CC, and left, right, good night, catch you later to the Viego. Really nice. Really cocky by Viego. So unnecessary for that backstop. Hard shove the wave in. Miss the cannon. Oh my god. And let's see what he buys in base. I definitely think Dark Seal would be a good investment. Another base stop. Okay, Viego, I like it. You could stay here because your Qs... He needs one more demon on the backlines to get the Q spam. So he's just going to go for the base. And he goes for Sork Shoes. This is actually uncharacteristic of Dopa. Sork Shoes are usually best optimized on champions that have a lot of burst and upfront poke. Lucidity Boots are normally the go-to when you're playing something like a Twisted Fate, but he probably backed with 1100, and it was just the best buy for him in this stage of the game. So he grabs that, some extra movement speed, 18 flat magic pen, and this should make his level 6 so much more potent. But he has no flash and no ignite, so got to be a little bit cautious of the Gwen jungle. Interesting to see Gwen in the jungle. Definitely seems to be top lane favored in the meta at the moment. And do you see these backline Qs? Do you see how it's taking 2 Qs to one-shot the wave? It's all about, that's literally all those minion demons are about. That and the level 9 clear. That's all you run them for, okay? It's not for the wave state. It does help, but it's just simply for more efficient wave clear, which is going to free you up for so much more time on the map where you can use your ultimate or look for jungle skirmishes. So let's see. The Q on the backlines. Without minion demon, you can't do this. And they get to like 1 health and it's super awkward. You end up missing a lot more creeps than you usually would. And you got to spend more time in lane, which means you can't move out. Like right now, he's about to move out of lane with ultimate. And now it's Viego's responsibility to spam ping his team. Dope is missing. Dope is missing. He's not there. He's not there. Care. And even if he doesn't ult, the top and the bot lane subconsciously in their head go, fuck, I can't do anything because Dopa's gonna ult onto my goddamn face. And Dopa just sitting out of vision, just chilling. He doesn't even need to pull it, does he? But he does. He pulls it here, looking topside, makes the call, doesn't have flash, and it actually ends up being a bad ult. Nothing is gained from this ultimate. It's unfortunate. The idea was right, execution a little bit off. Probably could have held off for a second there. But he'll jog back into the mid lane, has that extra MS. We miss one wave for that. Viego ults out. Viego ults out? Okay, Viego ults out. We're moving in. Just gonna zone the Viego. Can't be bothered for the chase. I don't know about this hard commit. Seems a little bit rough. The mid lane wave will get stalled though. I think Lee Sin can set up for Drake. Yep. Get some blue cards to try and get back to full. I definitely wouldn't recommend permanently just insta-locking cards. I'd always let your rotation go through most of the time. I really enjoy putting pressure on the opponent, thinking that the jungler might be hovering around. If you're cycling your cards and then moving up every time your gold card is about to pop, the enemy gets very anxious. They're like, okay, is someone here? Why is he not pulling this? What's going on? And you just want to be in his head, okay? That's the whole point. As Lee Sin Q lands. Oh, he's running from the distance beautifully. Dopa gets the IG, just get a couple of autos and we click that off. Get the plate. And Twisted Fate Lee is one of the best synergies you can have. I love it. I love running with the jungler. Even top lane Lee Sin at the moment, it's great to pair it with. Just because of how inconsistent Lee Sins are at hitting Qs. They're bad. They never hit Qs. But if you gold card, they should hit it. And if they don't, you can flame them. How are you going to miss a Q on a stun target? To be like in saying that, I've seen plenty of Lees hit the ultimate and their Q literally, your ultimate, they're knocked up in one position and their Q just goes straight the other direction. It's like, dude, really? You've really done this? And yes, happens too often, honestly, as we get the Lost Chapter, making our way towards the Everfrost, that's right. Have the Dark Seal as well, looking to stack up toward the Magi's. And the game state is actually looking terrific here for Dopa. Now, I wasn't sure how many Dopa games I'd have left because it was rumored he said he was joining the army this year. But he's been able to stall it because of COVID, and I'm not sure what is really happening. I'm not sure how much time we have left together, making me pretty anxious. You know, I came to terms with him leaving me at the start of the year, and he's just hovering around. So look, I'm just going to keep doing these reviews. Hopefully he hits rank 1 this season, but he's been hovering around 1,000 LP for a while, and he's not been able to make much progress, I'm not going to lie. Is he hard stuck? Slightly, yes. Is 1,000 LP career considered hard stuck? I mean, I would say yes. Like, everyone has their own goals, their own ambitions. Like, Dopa's obviously is rank 1, so if you're 500 LP off rank 1 for like a couple months, you're hard stuck in your own, I guess, like, sphere. You understand what I'm trying to say? Hopefully he'll be able to break free, but with how Twisted Fate is in the meta at the moment, probably not. I'd say Twisted Fate is definitely not an S tier pick anymore. There's just too many Silases and Akalis getting about. It's super hard to play this champion into this high mobile meta, where you just simply don't win any mid lane matchups. You just lose everything. Level 9. One shot. Oh, Akali looking for the all-in. Have to blow the flash. If that E, he dies. Just completely disrespects the Akali and goes too deep there. That's his mistake. Has to blow his flash. Obviously, would have died. So, a little bit too greedy there. Gets the blasting, Ruby Crystal. 2 stacks in the Dark Seal. But overall, we got a 2k gold lead, looking very strong. Let's see what the macro looks like. He assessed the map and decided top lane is the most farm. Ultimate's not up for another 60 seconds, and Jace is hard shoving mid, so you're on top. And you honestly don't even need to look for the swap back for a while. Akali has no ultimate, there's not much pressure. Viego gets the solo kill onto the Jace. Like this, I have a hard time dealing with this when someone roams mid and they die to my lane after I had played an exceptional laning phase. Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot. They should look for the dive with Lee. Dopa moves out. I thought they were going to try and go for a dive, just gold card with the Lee Sin Q, but they're just going to set up for the Herald, and then Dopa is going to switch back to the mid lane. Skirmish happening in bot side river. Doesn't want to give up the cannon though. We're 110 farm, honestly 11. This is really nice pacing. Slight level advantage. The Viego actually has a bounty on his head. He's coming back into the game. The gold's only within 600 now for blue side. Looking at the map, Lee Sin hovering out of sight. 2 plates left. Ultimate just up, and there's not really too much happening on the map. I think top is very overextended. If you could get the ultimate up into the Jace follow-up, it could be a kill. And he just shoves the wave, and now he's looking topside. Look at this. He has ignite. He's not even going to blow ult. No, he blows ult. And he just ult back in the mid. So he kind of blew it just as a fail-safe. If the Jace stuffed up, Jace doesn't stuff up, he heads back in the mid lane. And going to keep on pressuring and shoving these laners in. I think that is Viego teleport bot, so he's going to run down and react. Yeah, I reckon the hard shove is the better option and try and eat these plates. By the time he gets there, it might be too late. Come on, brother, save him. Can't save him. Just shoves it. Go, Karma, go! Oh, this is going to be beautiful. Dopa picks up Gwen. Blue card. Probably should have rotated through for the gold. I don't think there was kill pressure though. And you don't really want to hard commit to this. Huge advantage red side just from the plates. Look, top side, mid, and bot. Only 1 plate left compared to 4, 4, and 5. Just going to keep moving up and hard shoving. You really don't need to rush into things, do you guys? Just take the game as it comes. You don't want to just overreact and look for something super greedy. The Gwen has her Nashes. Dude, look at the Gwen jungle, hey? I think Dopa went magic resist, so he must have assumed it was going to be Viego jungle, which it usually is, with the Gwen top and Akali mid. Everfrost completed, working our way towards second item, Lichbane. Lichbane, of course, was nerfed slightly this patch. Some of the movement speed was decreased, yet 5 flat AP, I think, was increased. So I think statistically, it was like a balanced swap, but I still think that movement speed on Twisted Fate specifically is valued much more than just raw AP. So I think it was a slight nerf actually to Twisted Fate's build path. As our ultimate is up in 30 seconds. Gonna keep on, all you want to do is keep hammering down mid, man. Keep shoving in those waves, keep using the ult for the pressure. You're not a solo kill champion, okay? You hold the map like glue. In your that's exactly what Twisted Fate is, okay? It holds these games together. Because any play the enemy looks for, you're ready for the counterplay. But not only that, even when you don't use your ultimate, the idea of your ultimate and them not knowing the cooldown holds the map together. It simply makes them not make plays. It's perfect, especially when you get ahead. It's very hard for the enemy team to come into the game. Because in the back of their mind, they know every single fight is going to be matched with the Twisted Fate ult. The pressure of it so he could rejoin. Ult comes out, looking bot side. Uses the Everfrost, waiting the Samira. And just keep on ordering, buddy. She's almost got ult. Yeah. Ezreal grabs it. God, I hate Samira, that shield bow. And it wouldn't surprise me if our home now is in the side lane for Dopa. Both outers have dropped. You have Ezreal Karma, a great combo for mid lane. We're 160 farm at 16 minutes. And this is just going to be the perfect macro game to watch because Dopa loves... I think he's one of the best side lane players in the game. He knows when to hard shove, to hard commit. And he knows when to group. Not many players can match it. As we might clock over 10 CS per minute here. And we all know on Twisted Fate we do with 170 at 16. Twisted Fate utilizes that CS advantage best out of any champion because you're getting extra gold. He's probably like 500-600 extra gold from the passive this game. Maybe even more, honestly. Samira. Probably more, right? I think you can average like 3. Is it like 4? Do you average 4 extra gold every CS? Because it's like rotates 1 to 6, but it's more likely to be upper. Even if it's 3, that's an extra like, yeah, 500-600. Lichbane completed. I'm curious what is going third item. It's either going to be a rapid fire cannon or an hourglass. Into this comp, the extra range would be nice. I think the rapid fire cannon is the go-to. Maybe get stopwatch, sit on it, and then into the rapid fire. As we get the A ramp, Dopa's ult in 5 seconds, has both sums and start playing. He has 4 levels in the enemy AD. What's the move? Where do you want to be? He has ult. Viego overextends. Ultimate is pressed. Is he going to use it? I don't even think he's going to use it. Just going to let it time out. Just for the vision. And then they're going to try and set up the third dragon. A great opportunity to set up the Sol Wincon. Uses his flash. That's an interesting hard commit. Look in the pit as well. They're getting very low. Lee Sin looks for the kick. It's a terrible kick, and he's going to move into the pit. Gwen steals away the dragon. And now they're going to have to try and look for the fight win. Akali moving in. He's going to hover his gold card, and I think he's just going to bail. Coming back in. I don't know. This is going to be a risky fight. Lee Sin moving in. So Dopa thought he saw the pick that would win the game. But it just wasn't it. Akali moving out. Very low Lee Sin. Using the Everfrost here to try and kite out. And I would just leg it, Dopa. Get the hell out of there, buddy. Viego picks up 2. And you can see in that fight, he was really hesitant on fully committing. He doesn't want to give his bounty over. He doesn't want to die. He wants to keep on stacking up those Darkseer looking for the Magi's. There's no need. The worst part is, I think... Ooh, and he will be going rapid fire, it appears. The worst part, I think, is they lost Dragon. I think having that Dragon would have set them up for a really clear win con for Sol, and now the game potentially could get stalled out for a long time. The side lane, 20 seconds on ult. And that's a huge TP coming out for Jace. Let's see if we can gap close it. I think it's doable. Yep. Where the hell did Viego go? Did he just sit in the... Yeah, I feel like he... Did he... Ah, there he is. Found him. Hits that ultimate. He's going to chase in. Red card Andy. Grabs the kill. 4-0 and 3. Looking really good. Looking really clean. Well put together. The enemy has like such a annoying comp though that I just can't write them out. They've got Akali, Samira, Viego, Gwen set. Like it's just a holy bloody Trinity. It's just complete shit. The entire comp is annoying. Gwen coming in looking for the all-in. She should be able to grab the Karma, but at what cost? Nice 1 minute. The next purchase is going to be Rapid Fire and Magi's, I'd say. I think like he's not really side laning too much. It's more of an ARAM recently. His ultimate's not up now, so definitely better to just group up and secure the fights and the objectives. Akali. There we go. Well played. Nice job, Jace. Gets the snipe. And they're pinging towards the Baron. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. Set ult. Dopa has no flash. I don't think it's going to be a problem though. Just carting front to back. And I still think the Baron is a very risky call. He's going to hard shove the waves and look for the reset. He's sitting on a shit ton of gold. But yeah, even after all these years, I think Dopa's still got it. I think he said himself, like, he thinks he peaked in the earlier seasons. I think he said, like, season 3 or 4 or something. Like, he definitely knows at the moment he's not at his finest ever form. He's not the best mid laner in the world or whatnot. But he's still a pleasure to watch. His macro is phenomenal. There's always something to learn from his gameplay. But he has said, like, mid laners such as Chovy has surpassed him. He thinks Chovy's the best mid laner in the world. Best laning phase, mechanics, macro, all that. Chovy, #1. And I would agree. That guy, like, Chovy just doesn't seem to lose lane or make mistakes. It just seems like he has everything Dopa has, but just better mechanics. Just pure mechanics. Huge champion pool. Large depth. So we get the ultimate into the side lane. 10 stacks on that Dark Seal. Should be upgraded to a Medjai's. At the rapid fire, we got a 1k bounty on our head. No deaths to our name. And he's not going to risk overextending here. Just going to let Jace fend for himself if they invade. I think they're fine. Ooh, this macro plays nice. Their team hovers towards the Nash. I thought the team was going to hard start Nash, and then they would pressure bot side inhib. And then if the enemy team card committed Nash, they get inhib and pressure base. And if they hard commit on bot side, his team gets Nash. Perfect. This is great macro. You can see what the process is going through. Like, you can see what the optimal calls are. It's just going to depend on how they synergize. He doesn't have ultimate here. Viego. Gonna zone Dopa away from the fight. Now Jace has to blow his flash. Set ult. Ooh, we blow the flash into the Everfrost. Oh, we gotta... Yep. He's just completely booking it. He's getting out there. Viego picks up Lee, but they're very low, and this might be a bad hard commit by them. Dopa just gonna sit on the outskirts, wait for it. Oh no, he's dropping real low. Q. That's beautiful. Gonna have to try and kite the Gwen. Good exhaust from Karma. And the Ezreal is doing work with this build. That should secure. What's that? That's forward. Yeah, only Akali left. Gonna secure the dragon and try and set them up for the Nash. Dope will hit the reset. Medjai's? Medjai's. Perfect. Last item, it will be very situational. Let me try and think what you go. I mean, Death Cap would be great. But even something like the Hourglass this late on, because you don't necessarily need damage, you also need survivability. So if you go defensive item, there's nothing wrong with that. And then later on, when you finally have the Death Cap completed and off gold, you just sell your Zhonyas for it. Baron secured. No sums, so he needs to be careful with his positioning in the next team fight, but... Oh, come on, come on! Just one more cannon. Now, Dopa is... I mean, he's known for holding onto this corrupting for far too long. Like, selling corrupting for a stopwatch, surely. But he loves to hold onto it, just for the sustain. The movement speed too, he very much enjoys the extra movement speed when you synergize it with the Time Warp Tonic, which he does, so... Fair play to him. He's got his own style. He's very... A lot of these old school players, they get very... I'm not sure what the word I'm looking for, but they're very, like, stuck on their ways. Do you understand? They have their ways, they're comfortable with their ways, and even if there's new innovations or changes, a lot of the time they just prefer their usual old build, their setup, their strategy, because that's the comfort. That's what they've been doing their whole time, and he doesn't want to change it. So I think Dopa is very much like that. He's very old school. He sticks to what he knows. And it's probably, I mean, that's probably the reason for his success, honestly. He finds such consistency on these champions. So his ultimate's up in 10 seconds. He's hard committing to the side lane. And now he'll just hard commit. There's no need to regroup. If the enemy team looks like they're going to try and commit for Dopa, but he's just going to hover back and run. He's so fast. Lee Sin picks up the set. He'll move in. Here comes the Akali. Pops the ultimate. into the Everfrost. Of course, the Twisted Fate ult reveals Akali too. And the enemy has nowhere to run. Gonna be 4 for 1. Here comes Gwen. Gwen is so good at countering Twisted Fate. And they're just gonna start working on the base. This is probably just gonna be GG, guys, with the Nash. They have a wave, they have Twisted Fate. You should blue card this. How much health does it do? Should just one-shot it. And we're gonna move in. 12 stacks onto the Medjai's. And that was a beautiful, nice, methodical Twisted Fate game. And the next game is up against SHOWMAKER, so that hopefully will be a little bit more spicy. But this game was very smooth, very clean. Hopefully you learned something in the macro department, and let's get on to the next game. Now here's the matchup we've been waiting for. We have Dopa into SHOWMAKER's Akali. Now, of course, Akali hard counters Twisted Fate, guys. Essentially, Akali can track you with your ultimate. As soon as you ultimate, she lands her E on you, and then when you ultimate in, you can just press your E on Akali and you'll follow it up. Dopa, oh no, he has to burn his flash level 1. That's the W. And he'll have to quickly reset. And that is absolutely huge for SHOWMAKER. And they stop his base too. Oh yeah. He has to base, he has to base. He's got 2 stacks of the corrupting. He gotta go quick. Go, 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 go. We'll head back. He won't miss anything. He should just make the W for the first wave, right? And SHOWMAKER did that little roll swap down to the bot lane. But now, of course, SHOWMAKER's come home. He's a mid laner. He will be remaining in the mid lane for Damwon, who have looked a little bit strange. They've been playing around with some roster moves, and he comes back into lane here. It's all about wave state. It's the only thing that matters in this matchup. How the wave is situated. It's going to slow shove into Dopa. And I don't really know why SHOWMAKER's done this, right? There needs to always be a reason behind it. And Dopa should try and just slowly order this wave to keep it right here. You're so happy with the wave here. Because if you overextend into the Akali, she'll move out and she'll just zone you. You're stuffed. But here, there's no room for the Akali to try and look for the all-in, look for the trade, because there's a tower there for Dopa. So the wave sitting here is perfect, and he can just hang out, and as Akali moves in for the autos, he gets harassed. I think the better lane state would have been SHOWMAKER just plays the wave very slow. Be very careful with your Qs, because remember, if you're using your Q onto Dopa, it's also slowly chunking the wave and getting up a slow shove for him. So wave state, I'd say, big advantage for Dopa in the early game here. You do have the range advantage, let's be honest. The wave will crash. It should crash. SHOWMAKER trying to thin the minion wave out. Gonna be a slight win. Yeah, exactly. There's a slight window here when Dopa goes for the hard shove and the crash, where SHOWMAKER can move up and they can look for a gank because Dopa has no flash. So he wards the side. He wards top side, which is the most likely the jungle's going to start because Xin Zhao is going to start red. So the jungle's probably going to come top side. And he hovers towards that side and just leans into it, right? Perfect. Now we get the shove in. Now it's on to SHOWMAKER what he can do with the wave. Can't quite see. I don't have the spectator, so I don't know. But I think SHOWMAKER pulled the wave for a freeze there. And Dopa will get his corrupting, get his boots, and jog back into the mid lane. Slightly down. And there's some pings onto the mid lane. That's probably SHOWMAKER saying Twisted Fate is moving. He's off the map. And yeah, this, I don't know, man. The changes to Akali coming up on Wednesday are going to be very, very interesting to see if this champion even gets picked anymore. I'm going to stay clear of it for sure. And once again, here the wave is perfect for Dopa. SHOWMAKER has to take a huge risk by moving up to try and clear this wave through. And look at the damage, holy shit. You could get a solo kill here. No flash, but it's kind of awkward, right? People underestimate Twisted Fate damage so much. Now Dopa's trying to make SHOWMAKER not take a base. He wants to keep SHOWMAKER at this health bar and keep chunking him down with an item advantage for as long as humanly possible. You've got the corruptings for the backline minions. SHOWMAKER slight level advantage from these awkward bases. You gotta remember that Get the door and shield. You got a little bit of sustain on the Akali. Maker gonna clear those minions, and Dopa moves through with his jungler to get the wraiths. There we go, baby. Wards, nice. SHOWMAKER base, but he has teleport. Oh, no base stop either. And he teleports deep onto the wave. And he's gonna try and collapse. Dopa has to try and dodge the E. If this E lands, it's a bad time. But Olaf able to pick up the Xin. Dopa's all out of corruptings here. Yeah, and this is slowly becoming a problem. The Akali, as I said, like the Akali's going to outscale. SHOWMAKER's going for the Rocket Belt 2 and the Flat Pen, which means Dopa is stuffed. He's never going to win the 1v1. He gets the Lucidity Boots with the corrupting, zoom out of base. And now it's down to your macro. You're not going to win the all-in. You're not going to win. It's all about playing towards your jungler and playing with your ultimates to assist your team. You have a Nocturne, so when they both hit level 6, they should start moving around the map, try and set up the Jhin Karma bot lane. Cannon is hit. Now we're level 5, remember? Dopa has talked about this a lot. Base the wave before you're level 6. As we're seeing the ultimate into the top side, gets the ult off onto the set save, now onto the Xin. Xin picks up Knock. I believe Olaf is trying to hunt down SHOWMAKER. SHOWMAKER going for the all-in, pops the IG, red card procced, and we're just able to live. I think if that Akali R2 hit, he was dead. SHOWMAKER panicked. Dopa panicked as well. There was a red card that should have been a gold. And absolutely hectic early game. But as I was saying earlier, guys, I cannot emphasize this enough on level 6 all-in champions that you don't want to be staying in lane at level as you hit level 6. You want to base before it, get off of the map, out of vision, get the biggest possible items power spike, full mana, full reset, come into lane, hit level 6, and as soon as you hit level 6, you're ready to go. You're looking to impact the map with a side lane gank. You're looking for some ease, like you're just looking for the 2v2s. You're looking to get straight onto the map, and because you hit level 6 instantly, there's not much time for the enemy mid laner, and sometimes they don't even ping it. They won't actually even ping you. They won't have time. They're in their own base, usually if it's a matched base, and they're not pinging you, man. You come back, hard shove it, instantly ready to go. So I would recommend that. Champions like Twisted Fate probably benefit the most, I'd say. We get the Lost Chapter. That's an early Lost Chapter too. 7 minutes. 4 stacks in the Dark Seal. Could be another Medjai's game. Your job is literally not to die. You have the team lead. Now it's the glue. Keep this team together, buddy. We have flash, so we can play pretty aggressive. Perfect. One more of them and SHOWMAKER's in trouble. There's kill pressure. Oh man. When you should go for the flash, you should go for the flash gold card with the stack deck, and that's a kill. But his whole team's hovering. Nice. Bloody ARM at 8 minutes. Get this wave in. Pressure for some plates. And oh, we can move across for the Olaf. Ultimate up. Onto the Xin. Get it? Any Olaf Qs? Beautiful. Really nice setup for the 2v2 here. They'll pick up the blue, transfer it over to Dopa. Thank you very much, Olaf. We got a nice CS advantage, XP advantage, everything in favor for Dopa. I definitely think that his team has been playing well. I think there's a bit of a jungle gap, to be honest. But overall, let's be honest, 99% of players wouldn't be able to hold their own against SHOWMAKER in this early lane. Red card into the middle of this. This is the perfect clear, okay? Even at level 9, this is what you want to do. Red card into the middle of the first wave of the creeps into the queue. And that's going to allow you for the fastest shove. The next queue of full clear. And at level 9 now, the Q is going to one-shot the backlines. Showmaker instantly proccing for the all-in. E goes wide, pops the ignite, and he's just going to go for it. I don't think he can get it. Perfect. Dopa flashes into the Q. One more auto. Braum saves him. Dodges out on the Braum. Come on, Olaf. Come on. Gets it. Spectacular. And that was going to be a solo kill if the Braum didn't save. And Dopa saying, hey, buddy. I may be old enough to be your grandpa, but I've still got it. Us old mid laners. And I'm a little bit biased because I'm an old mid laner myself, you know. Not quite as old as Dopa, but I'm up there. All the new mids don't make a choice. Like, they're so young still, even though they've accomplished so much. It's crazy. 96 CS at 10, heading back, looking for the Everfrost as per usual. And his team is really running away with it. 6k gold lead. Exceptional. Olaf 402. I think this Olaf's rank 1 at the moment too. Ultimate up in 10 seconds. Wonder if this Nocturne is going to go the new build I did. Hope so. God, I love Twisted Fate. I love his Twisted Fate. The CS. It's so clean, man. How is this just not so satisfying? And there's not much Showmaker can do at this point because Dope is too far ahead. He has a grip on the map. He's just holding, he's just got his arms around the entire map saying, I have ultimate, I have lead, there's nothing you guys can bloody do. The Xin Zhao instantly looks for the top lane fight. Ooh. Dopa ults, but he ults into the mid lane. He just gives up on it. It's too far gone. Now the thing is that Showmaker committed teleport, so Dopa decides that he is going to have the most benefit from hard staying and looking for plates. Olaf picks up Showmaker, and it looks like this was the best decision, right? This is huge, because Showmaker's off the map, and Dopa will just keep clearing these waves out with Q. What the hell was that minion? That was awkward. Yeah, perfect. Great macro, man. I think I would have... a lot of the time... when I use my ultimate on Twisted Fate and a lot of champions, I just say, well, I've used it, I've got to go. Like Lee Sin Q, right? Same thing for Twisted Fate. It's like, okay, I used it, I've got to go. And then I ult into a bad fight, I ult in on a bad angle, and I'm like, well, fuck, man, I used my ult, I had to use it. Sometimes, man, just using the ultimate for vision and deciding it's not a good call and staying is the better option. And that's pretty much what Dopa did. He'll have enough for Everfrost here, by the way. But he's going to look for a counter onto bot side. Ooh, Showmaker has IG. We got to be careful. It's crazy that, like, you will get soloed by Showmaker here. And he's just going to drop under the tower. Try and react to something. I don't think it's really doable. He's more looking for the wave. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one, Karma. I think Olaf took the blue too. Ugh. But it's fine. Nocturne's getting... Oh, dude, nice backstop. Olaf ghosting. This guy's a psycho. This guy's that rank 1 player. Love him. Come on, use the W, get some mana back. He's murdering them. Come on, they got families, man. Please. Please. They will get the tower first. And look at Dopa. Look at his card rotation. He's just waiting for the gold. Procs it. Oh my god, settle. Olaf drops aggro. They'll grab the tower. Dopa will reset. Probably sitting on like 2k gold, man. Nice. Everfrost, Aether Wisp? What's the go? Everfrost? He just gets an outright Zhonya's? What the fuck? How much gold did you have, buddy? What the hell? You didn't back for that long? That's disgusting. Well, now that we have the Zhonya's, we can play as aggro as we want. I expect him to ult into the back of the team fights. As he ults into the back of the team fight. He waits his gold card out for the Braum. He still has, does he still have Everfrost active? Or no, he used it. And then the thing about hard engaging like that, like this is why Hourglass is so good, is that you just sit on the flank, right? You gold card, you Everfrost, the enemy team looks to blow everything on you, and then you Hourglass, and your team should follow up. And if they don't, report them. It's as simple as that. You get a Nocturne, you get an Olaf, they should be storming their way in. Oh, but Showmaker has other ideas. I think Dopa dies here. Please tell me it's not a triple kill to Showmaker. Okay, Zin's out, thank God. Showmaker 5 stacks on the Darksteel. The Rocket Belt. This makes me a little bit nervous, but I think that should be fine. And don't forget, you can do a great bait. I believe, was it Messiah that invented it? Where you ultimate, right? And then you proc, you press your ultimate into the back of the enemy team, and the enemy team kind of stalls and they hover around your ult, they think you're coming in, and then you Hourglass to cancel it, wherever you are. And then sometimes it can really lead to advantageous positioning in team fights. You can force the team back into your own team for an engage. It works out a lot better. There's definitely a lot of different ways to use it, right? As we split into the side lane, ultimate up in 10 seconds. I still think that the problem is you still lose the 1v1 against Showmaker, chat. Like you can't, you just won't win the 1v1. The Akali's too strong. It's as simple as that. You're not a 1v1 champ. That's why people don't really like Twisted Fate. Like I feel like I have no damage. I can't kill anyone. It's like, that's, your job isn't to kill people. To set up CC for your team and hold the map. We have a 50 CS lead over Showmaker, my God. I'm going to keep extending it in the side lane here. And you see him just hovering back and forth? He's just looking for an ultimate. Nocturne comes in. Twisted Fate ult. Let's see where we go. Gold card locked in before he gets there. Pops it. And all eyes on Showmaker. Gets the, oh, the Everfrost, end of the Hourglass. I think he'll die. He flashes instantly. Good juke onto the Zin. Akali going for it. Not able to get it. But the Set W follow up. Dude, Set is a monster. Guys. Ooh, but the Olaf 11 and 1, he's too big. He's gonna eat them all. Yummy, delicious, scrumptious Xin Zhao. And Dopa looking for the Lich Bane next. We've already got our 8k gold, 9k gold lead actually. Perfectly splendid. Not sure on that fight. It was pretty good. It was pretty well done. They didn't really have the damage. It just seemed like they just missed out on those executions. The Dopa was left a little bit stranded, had to blow the flash. And now he'll have to be a little bit more careful in the next fight. Akali spotted top. The will head top. Ult in 30 seconds. Pretty low cooldown now. And there really is not much happening on the map for the next 20 seconds. You don't need to rush into this side lane, I don't think. I think you could take this a little bit slow and hover. Yup, perfect. There's absolutely no benefit in overextending here because you don't have the vision, right? What's the point? What's the gain? Just your ego. So Dopa, no ego. He sits back. Please don't die if I gave that entire goddamn monologue. Thank you very much. So yeah, a lot of players... Oh my God. There we go. Gets the kill. Beautiful finish off. A lot of players just... In that game state, they just walk so deep up into the Akali. Like, we've got a huge advantage. I'm just going to go. It's like, you still lose the 1v1, and there's no benefit for you going for it. Showmaker, very desperate, gets the all-in under tower. Actually almost kills Dopa. There was kill pressure once again. Dopa gets a little bit lucky, outplays it. But you could see, like... I still don't think that should have happened. I think Dopa should have been sitting a little bit further back into the tower. Just so that play was impossible to happen. We'll trot down to the bot lane. And we haven't got much CSing done in the last couple of minutes, have we? Letting the Akali catch up a tad. Alright, we'll sit on it. We'll eat their jungle and we'll try and set up for a Nash, I'd say, in about 30 seconds. Make your pick with the Nocturne TFR into the Nash. Blue buff for us? Ah, come on. Here we go. Just literally just sitting on the outskirts of the fight, not fully committing yet. Hits the Everfrost, hits the ultimate. See how that reveals the Akali in the Shroud? And he's just weaving his autos. He uses the E onto the set, and he's not done. He's going to pour it in with the gold card. Spectator doing a terrible job at tracking. And now they'll run through. Good speed boost. Keep going. Picks up the Braum. I don't think we're done. We still got Hourglass, by the way. Sorry, Xin Zhao. Oh, no. And we're dead. Rip. As the gold lead extends to 10,000, we're going to pick up the dragon. Showmaker, still hovering in the map. Not much for him to do, truly. This Olaf is absolutely built different. Ezreal. Not giving up on the game yet. The Nocturne doesn't go for the Anathema's Chains. He's going for the Starax build. What a bitch. And also, boys, when this video goes live, I'm pretty sure I'll be live on Twitch and I'll be spectating Knight in the LPL, doing a co-stream, by the way. So if you want to come by and say hi, come by and say hi, hang out. Just chill with me, eh? It should be a pretty good. They're up against EDG, which means he's up against Scout, who looks to be one of the better mids in the LPL at the moment. LPL mid ranking, I think it is, for me, it goes Knight. And then it probably, dude, it could go Doinby or Fofo. You have, trying to think of like 4th and 5th. I mean, probably Scout. I say Scout's better than Icon personally. Icon plays for LNG. I think they're the top team, and there you go. All in, just like I was talking about. You cannot put yourself into an all-in position like that against an Akali. I don't care if the Akali's 0-10, don't do it. It probably will work out though, let's be honest. The Olaf is 15 kills. They murder everybody. Set and Ezreal still alive, so the Nash is going to be a bit risky. Double pink drop. They're going to set it up, but yeah, I was thinking it's a little bit too risky. The Ezreal could just poke into the set all in. Gone 1, 2, 3 is a monster top laner on the Korean server. I think he's a pro. I don't know who it is. If anyone knows who he is, let me know. Might be an LPL pro. I don't know. Is it 369? I don't know. I'm not sure. Still looking for the Lich Bane for Dope. A pretty slow game. He had a great first 10 minutes. This last 10 minutes has been a little bit lackluster, I'd say. He's taking too many risks in contrast to the reward. And it's leading him to be off the map for too long and out of the side lane. It's the ultimate. Looking for the Ezreal. Gold card. Into the Everfrost. Olaf. Gonna gift the kill over to Dopa. Here you go, buddy. Like big brother handing off little brother little scraps. I have 15 kills. You can have one. You've done very well. And they'll set up for the Nash. Jhin does Nash so slow. Like depressingly slow. There'll be an opportunity for the enemy team to come in. You do have the Nocturne ult coming up. Shirelians. Your job is to kite the set off your backline. Olaf picks up the Braum, gold card onto the set. You're never moving, buddy. Open no ult for 15. Are they going to chase? I feel like turning for Nash is the better call, but they're very kill hungry in the Korean leagues. Not in the Korean leagues, in Korean SOLOQ. It's actually very interesting how contrasting Korean SOLOQ is compared to the actual league. They just like to fight, never ending. Obviously half of the, I would say almost half of Korean high elo is Chinese pros though and Chinese players. So it's kind of like a bit of a mix of play styles all coming together. Where players just want to prove themselves mechanically and look for outplays. I'd say we probably have enough for Lich Bane. I feel like we're sitting on a lot. Let's see. Yep. Outright buys Lich. Holding onto that Corrupting Potion and the Dark Seal as per usual. Looking for the Medjai's upgrade. And the enemy team just straight up FFs the game. And that's all it's about, boys. Hopefully you have enjoyed today's reviews. Man, I love, dude, DOPA'S Twisted Fate. I mean, it's a classic. Timeless. time and time again, I'll come back and review these, watch over these games to try and improve my own Twisted Fate and improve my own macro on honestly any champion. It helps out a lot. So hopefully you enjoyed it. And hopefully you've been enjoying all my uploads this week, been pumping them out. And until next time, lads, I'll catch you later. Peace.